What's up, everybody? Taking a day off my training. Had to run out and do some errands, and had a very interesting experience. And I thought I'd share it with everybody. So I was staying at my Airbnb. As I was approaching across the road, there was a tent. A homeless person was living there, and as I was approaching, I heard a very angry and very negative person just screaming, "I hate you! I hate you! You're gonna grow up to be nothing. You're a sissy. You're..." Just all sorts of just spew coming out of their mouth. And right away I thought, wow, I'm like, is that woman talking to her kid? I'm like, and right away I wanted to go, and I think that's why I'm making this video, because I genuinely felt a little bit guilty about the whole thing. Anyway, so I didn't. And I went to sleep in my Airbnb, which was right across the road from the tent. And all through the night, just screaming, "I hate you, I hate you." And just, more and more reasons why they hated the person. And then it came to me that it wasn't, they weren't talking, they were talking to themselves. That person, that lady was screaming at herself all night long about how much she hated herself. And I just thought, wow. I'm like, okay. So that's inside of everybody. That voice is inside every single person, to different degrees, depending on your life, depending on your damage. I'm sure this poor woman has had terrible things happen to her. Maybe she's schizophrenic. I'm sure that it's quite complicated. But nevertheless, I also know that along the way, there's choices that a person can make, there's steps you can take, and your fate is not predetermined. You can turn the boat around. You can choose a new destination. So I know that as I've aged, I've gotten more tools and more resilience to deal with that voice. And so I just like to make a very simple video now, because I felt bad about not talking to this woman. Not that I would have played it differently, but this is maybe my way that I can help people. And to me, why does that voice start? That voice starts, that voice can be a form of surrender. It can be a form of surrender. It can be a response to pain. And we've all felt pain. But there's nothing, it doesn't matter what you are in this life. I'm an arm wrestler. So that's a pretty simple thing. But it doesn't matter what you are in this life. If you're a student, if you're a worker of any kind, you're in a trade, we all have a job to do. We all have something we're trying to achieve. And that voice sometimes lets us think that quitting is something that you can do. And it's not. It's just not. What I would say is that you will at some point be forced to quit. It's inevitable. We're all going to go into the ground, and it's all going to be done at some point. So while you are alive, you have only one responsibility, and that is to complete your mission. That's it. That's it, because nothing else is going to matter. You and your feelings and your requirement for an early sleep. And I don't mean early sleep as an early bedtime. I mean an early quit. That's just pointless. And even though it's probably all pointless, you might as well try to achieve something. And that's just my humble opinion. So what do you do? So what do you do when that voice starts to talk to you? Because it talks to everyone. The first thing is that you realize that it is not an option. You cannot quit. It's impossible. You will not accept it. There is no quit option available, because you're on a timeline, and your quit option has already been set at some point in the future, which you have no control over. So as soon as that disgusting voice pops into your head, you focus on the most simple things. And it's the same, I believe, for almost everyone. And it's the most simple of things. It starts with your breathing. Is your breathing good? Control your breathing. What's other simple things? How's your water? I know it sounds so simple. Stay hydrated. How's your food? Get the proper amount of food. And I know that this is not simple for everyone. But if it's not, then you need to take steps to achieve these things. Breathing. Water. Food. Posture. Correct your posture. Fix your posture. To make things simpler. Your equipment. Is your equipment what you need? Is there something that can be optimized? What are your distractions? Eliminate them. And it's simple things like this that can keep that voice away and help you have the life, help you make the contribution, help you achieve what you're supposed to achieve. And from that, you'll feel satisfaction. You won't feel satisfaction from quitting. Anyways, there's my bit of wisdom as I sit in an A&W park, about to eat some chips and pound back a couple burgers. So don't take all my advice as gospel. We all just do our best. Anyways, don't let it ever get that bad.